Companies are required by law to put certain information on their food packages. They must put the name and address of the manufacturer or packer or distributor so any problems can be reported. The common or usual product name must also be posted. The net contents must also be listed in weight, measure, or count. Companies can also list health claims on their packages if they meet certain criteria. For example, a company cannot just say that a product is low in fat so that you will buy it. It has to meet standards set in order to claim that benefit. If they do meet those standards, a company can choose to put those claims on their product. As we learned in Chapter 2, some health claims may be less reliable than others. You must read the fine print. Companies are also required to put a food label on their package. The food label will list information that can be very helpful in determining if the food is worth eating or not. Let's look at this food label and describe each section. At the top of the food label will be serving size. This is the first thing someone should look at on the food label. The food label is going to tell you how many nutrients there are per serving size. For example, if the serving size is a half cup and you eat a full cup, you will double all the numbers on the food label. The food label will also tell you how many servings there are per container. The food label is required to list calorie information next. It will also tell you how many calories are from fat. This is then required to list several other pieces of information. Total fat, saturated fat, and trans fat. Sometimes a label will list mono and polyunsaturated fat, but they are not required to list those types of fat. Cholesterol, sodium, total carbohydrate, fiber, sugars, and protein will also be listed. The daily values will be listed as percentages on the side. These apply to a 2,000 calorie diet, so may not be helpful to most people. The daily values will be most useful in comparing foods. For example, this food has 6% fiber, so it has more than this food, which contains only 3% fiber. If you are not on a 2,000 calorie diet, you wouldn't use those numbers to determine if you are getting an adequate amount of that nutrient. The food label will also list daily values amounts of vitamin A, vitamin C, calcium, iron, and any other vitamin or mineral they feel is important to include. The area after that will be standard on all food labels. It gives information about the daily values, how many nutrients are needed for someone on a 2,000 or 2,500 calorie diet, and calories per gram reminders. The food label will then list ingredients. These ingredients must be listed in descending order of predominance by weight. That means the ingredients that the product contains the most of will come first. This can be very important in determining if this is a good product to choose or not. For example, if sugar is one of the first ingredients, then it may be lacking in nutritional value. The food label can be a very good tool to making good, healthy food decisions.